In this video, I'm rolling with Steven. Steven is a one-stripe white belt at Bataille Jiu-jitsu Academy. He has an extensive background in fitness, and he ended up, I believe he hurt his ankle doing something, and that's what led him to jiu-jitsu. So he sees this more as a fallback sport. He's a very, very fit guy, 35 years old, 190 pounds, a little bit bigger. Well, a lot bigger, and a lot stronger. Super nice guy. He trains dogs. And I know that's a very primitive way of conveying whatever he does, but I'm sure he's good at it. And I believe he trained at Silver Fox Academy in the beginning days. I'm pretty sure he's with Bataille now. So I want to get over to Silver Fox. I'm a big fan. I've spoken to some guys from his gym. Great guys. Great guys. And here we go. I'm playing my usual, butterfly half guard. You know, I'm just framing. I'm just keeping him off. Really, I had I thought this would be more of a warm-up round. And, I didn't realize how much of a handful he would be. Because he's already doing really technically correct things. Like the way he was trying to kick my hook off with his hip and flatten to his hip. If he would have just went to the side, he would have passed my guard right there. Oh, that's pretty much what he's doing there. He's much stronger than me, so I had the 2-on-1 grip on that right arm, and I couldn't get it isolated. Normally, if I get a 2-on-1 grip, I go right to the Kimura. My two arms are usually stronger than somebody's one arm, but not in this case. So I still have the half guard, butterfly half guard. I'm giving him that dilemma, right, where I do the arm drag on one side or Kimura on the other, and he's winning the grip fighting. He's in all honesty, he's definitely, I hope he's using a lot of strength because it feels like it. But again, doing a good job, has a good base. He just felt like a statue. Because the sweep is there, but he's not giving it to me. And he's defending what I'm trying to do. And he's winning the grip fighting. As you could see there, the grip fighting was somewhat furious. And in all honesty, I start to wear out. So I'm still looking for that Kimura. Then I looked for the sweep, but I didn't really have his arm trapped. That little girl is so cute, by the way. Super cuteness. So this is the third video from the open mat. I also rolled with the brown belt, but that video didn't record for some reason. But I'm definitely going to put a video with him. Flannel Jits, he knows who he is. We're definitely going to get a video on the channel, so I apologize that didn't record. I think the camera overheated. It was super hot in the school. I was even thinking he might have had the heat on. So here, this is a very interesting position. My right leg is usually enough for me to make space and get my guard back, but he's just smashing me. He's using a lot of pressure. See, I'm trying to get that knee back in, that left knee, because this is actually not good for me. And my right leg only has so much flexibility. Pushing it through the way I did there, that was a mistake. And I knew it when I did it. Because it allowed him to squirm past my guard. Also, do you see the way he was holding my leg away while he was passing? It's very good. Bataille Jiu-jitsu is a very good jiu-jitsu school. If you're ever in Bloomingdale, New Jersey, definitely check it out. Alex Delanoy, the owner, is a killer. A nice guy, but has a very wide range of jiu-jitsu. He's a Jamie Cruz black belt. He's trained with Vlad Kulikov. He has great footlocks. So here I just got my guard passed by a one-stripe white belt. There he got greedy. He was looking for a mount. I was able to get the half guard again. But that ends the round. But just because it ends the round doesn't mean the video's over. Steven's a super nice guy, and he is going to be a monster. But what I'm trying to tell him is his physical attributes, you know, he's worked on his fitness. He's very fit, you know, and that's great. But in the beginning, it's a blessing because you get to feel out positions that you wouldn't get to if you didn't have that type of physicality, right? But down the road, it could become a curse, right? In the sense that you don't know how to shut it off. You always want to have it. It's always a good thing to have, but you have to know how to shut it off so you can grow your skill and sharpen the blade. Depending on who you're going against, you could go way easier than that, use a lot less effort, and still develop your skill without risking injury. So that's what I'm trying to explain to him. But he's a super smart guy. I'm sure he's, you know, he looked like he was absorbing everything I said. And as you could see, he's really like paying attention. So this is a good student. He has all the ingredients. So here I'm explaining that when I was a white belt, you know, when I finally was able to pass somebody's guard, because for me, I didn't have his strength. So in the early days, it took me way longer to pass anyone's guard. But when I finally did, I couldn't hold it. And I was exhausted. So it made me realize that efficiency is a key part of jiu-jitsu. If your jiu-jitsu is not efficient, yeah, you can win the round, and at the end, you're having a heart attack. You know, and in all honesty, I've seen someone have a heart attack and die in Kung Fu, which isn't even as strenuous well, it is in some ways. But we don't want to push our body to the limit. I know we think that's what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to push to the limit. Even if you're weightlifting, you're not supposed to weightlift to your max all the time. Firas Zahabi said you should be able to train every day because you don't train so hard that you develop muscle soreness from overuse. And I totally agree with that. And that's why I train weights 5 days a week. I'm not going crazy, but I'm developing my physicality. Moving away from the Bugs Bunny arms. So here I'm just trying to give him like an example of how to use technique instead of strength, instead of struggle. So go with it instead of struggling against it. So here I'm showing him the advantages of, see if he bench presses me off, what happens. His arms are only so long, and then I go to knee on belly. I don't try to fight it. I don't try to fight his bench press. First of all, I'd have no chance. But what I do instead is use technique. And that technique keeps us both safe. Because if I keep trying to smash him the whole time, his arm can get caught in a funny position, his knee pressure could break his rib. You have to know how to transition and how to use the technique. There's so many ways our bodies interlock. We have to find the right interlock for that moment. That's what's so great about jiu-jitsu, because it ends up being endless variety. So here I was showing him the way you could get an armbar from that position. So first he tries to bench press me off, I jump to knee on belly, he goes for the armbar. So hopefully I'll roll it with Steven again one day. And if you find value in my content, you want to help support the channel, I have an X-Martial link in the description. Anything you buy off that link is 15% off if you use code JITSOver50. That's Alex Delanoy the owner of the school, doing a bunch of push-ups, effortless push-ups. So, or you could just buy me a coffee. Either way, thank you for watching. Please like, share, and if you haven't already, subscribe.